What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. And today we're going to be reviewing the Nike Cosmic Unity 3.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it.
Also, towards the end of the video, I'm going to share with you guys, in my opinion, which one is the better basketball performer out of the Nike Cosmic Unity 1, 2, or 3. So if you're interested, stay tuned after the official review of the Cosmic Unity 3. Starting us off, we talk about the sizing and the price. And the sizing, I recommend you guys go up half a size. This shoe is wide footer friendly, as you guys can see. So if you're a wide footer, you can go your true to size. Now, if you guys are like me and have more of a narrow standard type of foot, you are gonna need that extra toe room space because this shoe does stop short, as you guys can see that. You do have enough room, but you just don't have enough toe room. So I would tell you guys, go up half a size, and if you're a wide footer, you should be fine going your true to size. And the pricing of the Cosmic Unity 3s is going to be $170. Moving on to the side, I'm going to give these a 5.5 out of 10. The material around the whole shoe is a fly mesh, and obviously, as you guys can tell, like the 1, 2s, and the 3s, the material on this shoe is recycled material. And so the feeling of them, it doesn't feel too bad. Now, I will tell you guys, this one is a little bit heavier than the 1s and the 2s. So if you guys like a shoe with a little bit of weight, you guys are gonna like this, but if you're more towards a lightweight type of shoe type of player, then you guys are kind of gonna stay away from this. I think the shoe design of this shoe is pretty good. It's just the colorway for this, it's just not eye-catching at all. As you guys can see, you got different type of green, white, off-white, gray, pink, and I just don't think it passed the eye test at all. Obviously, you know, the style of the shoe has nothing to do with the actual shoe performance, but what I will say about that is it has to do with your actual performance in the shoe, because I'm a firm believer in what Dame said, you know, look good, play good. And if your shoes don't look good, then honestly, you're gonna be off, because I've been in some shoes that did not look good and I played like trash, and I've been in some shoes that look really great and I've had some great performances. So I will say that this has nothing to do with the actual shoe performance, but it will do with how you perform. Up next, we have my favorite category, which is the cushion, and I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10. Now, in the product description, I was trying to find very hard if this was Air Zoom or React, and I couldn't see either of the names, but what it does say in the description is this a cloud-like foam. So that's what we're gonna go off of, and if it is, they did a really good job in this because it does feel really good. You get a good impact force protection as well as a solid bounce. Now I will say this, since the shoe is heavier than I said, like the 1s and the 2s, I think if it was more lightweight, I think you get a little bit higher off the, higher in the air versus it being a little heavier, so you can't get as high. But regardless of that, you guys like a soft, comfortable, responsive cushion setup. Also, if you have jumper's knee or foot problems, then the cloud-like foam in this shoe is definitely going to benefit you. Moving on to the support, I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. The padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel is great. You guys can't really see that, but it is a very nice thick type of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel. Inside the tongue, it is a pillow-like material that feels really good, and it does hold on to the foot. The only con I would say about this shoe is when you tie it to the tightest, it then starts to unloosen. But regardless of that, you're not going to twist your ankle in this shoe by yourself. You're going to have the right amount of padding and security that's on this shoe. As you guys can see, it's like a midfoot type of design. The little fly knit material here, the little sweater type material here, does feel pretty good as well. So for those of you guys that are just like me, that have random ankle sprains out of nowhere by yourself, this would be a really good shoe for you guys, like I said, because the padding inside here feels really, really good. I think it's a really good support, really solid. And last but not least, we have the traction, and I'm going to give these a 7.5 out of 10. You do hear a decent amount of squeaking. It is a rubber outsole with multi-traction design patterns that hold up pretty well. Now, I will say this, on a clean court, I think this shoe is going to perform very, very good. On a dusty court, like the one I always go to, that I tell you guys, it does hold out for a bit, but the traction test, or the slide test, I held out pretty good on the first two, and then the third try, I kind of slid out. So you do slide out a little bit against dust. It does hold up, like I said, you do slide out. So I think on a clean court, these are going to perform really good. On a dusty court, they're going to perform, like I said, at 7.5. Now, if you could take these shoes outside, maybe, because the rubber material feels like it's gonna last, but for $170, I wouldn't, waste your money in taking these shoes outside. One, it's a little bit too heavy, and two, I think if it kind of slips out on dust, it's probably gonna slip out on dirt and sand and everything, especially when you play in Florida. You have all that type of stuff just coming in the wind. So I would tell you guys, I'm not too sure if you want to hoop with this outside. Ending it off with the ranking of the Cosmic Unity 3, I'm going to give these a B-. Now, at the beginning, like I told you guys, it is wide footer friendly. So if you're a wide footer or heavy foot, however you guys want to look at it, I would then tell you guys you might want to look into this shoe. Now, the styling for this colorway, I'm not a fan of. So I'm interested to see what other colorways they come out with. The cushioning setup is very, very good, or very solid. For it to not be Air Zoom or Nike React, to just be a cloud-like foam, I think that feels pretty good. So like if you guys have jumper's knee, if you have foot problems, or if you guys just like a nice soft cushion with good responsive energy, the supporting the Cosmic Unity 3 is a good one as well. If you guys like a really good amount of padding around the ankle bone, Achilles heel, as well as in the tongue, you guys are really gonna like this shoe. But like I said, if you guys are a wide footer or a heavy foot, then you guys are gonna like the padding around the ankle bone and the Achilles heel because it does feel really good. Now the traction pattern in this shoe, if you guys wear it on a clean court, it's gonna perform really well. If you were on a semi-dusty court, it's gonna perform good. I think if you guys have a very terrible court that's dusty all the time and never gets wiped down, I would tell you guys don't wear this shoe there. And also I wouldn't recommend you guys wear this shoe outside because I don't think it's gonna hold up. But regardless of that, I think this shoe is a solid overall shoe. Now before I let you guys out of here, I'm gonna do a quick comparison between the Nike Cosmic Unity 1, 2, and 3. Which one I think is a better basketball performer, and we're gonna get started out right now. With styling of the shoe, I'm gonna say the Nike Cosmic Unity 1 had it. If you guys remember, whenever this shoe first came out, this was a hard shoe that stayed on shelves. Everybody was buying this like crazy. I think the colorway is a little bit better than the 2s and the 3s. And I don't mind how dirty it is because I wear this shoe for my work shoe. But like I said, it still feels really good on foot and I still like the design. So if I had to go styling, in my opinion, I would go to the Cosmic Unity 1. Now if I had to go to cushion, that's when I'm gonna go to the Nike Cosmic Unity 2. These are my favorite cushion setup in Air Zoom. It feels a lot better. You get more of a boost off of the ground. 3s are up there too. The 3s will be after the 2s, but I think impact force protection boost, I would go to Nike Cosmic Unity 2. Now, if I had to go support, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's like a tie tween-up between the 3 and the 2s. I think the 3s have more padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel. Well, I think this one hugs around the ankle a little bit better. It does have some padding. It doesn't have as much padding. This has a really good amount of padding, really good amount of padding, but it doesn't stay tight. So I'm gonna go with the Nike Cosmic Unity 2 in the support realm, like I was telling you guys earlier. Stays tight around the foot, has a decent amount of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel, and it's somewhat of a midfoot. If you guys like a lightweight shoe that's gonna hold up around the ankle, really good cushion, really solid traction, and a solid style, then I would tell you guys the Nike Cosmic Unity 2, I'm gonna have that as my winner out of the Nike Cosmic Unities. If you guys have either one, the 1, 2s, or the 3s, let me know which one you guys have is your favorite. But that's gonna be the end of this video. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning back in. Thank y'all so much for the 1K. I'm gonna have Chauncey send us out, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.
Got anything you wanna add to it, Chauncey?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, just the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching today's video. See you next in today's video. Bye.